First of all, thanks to the more than 2,000 subscribers I got. You guys have inspired me to start making these videos again. It's been a long time, so let's get into it. Second of all, this is gonna be a brutally honest video, but I feel like I owe you guys the truth. I don't want to sugarcoat it. I want you guys to know what being a contractor is all about, even the bad stuff. I don't want it to blindside you. So watch this whole video and I hope it helps you out. Thanks for subscribing. Also, make sure to check out my other channel where I document all the buildings that I'm building, all the projects I'm into, framing, concrete, finished carpentry, a bunch of different stuff. So check out that video. I'll have it in the description below, so check that out. Thank you. When I was first considering becoming a contractor, I did probably as you did. I asked around, I asked the people I worked with, I asked them what they thought, what the process was, how hard it would be, and overwhelmingly the response was, don't do it. You're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate every second of it. It's way too much work. You're gonna be working 70 hours a week and you're just gonna hate it. But in all fairness, that was told to me by a bunch of old guys that were, 60 years old, still scrubbing concrete or still framing houses and had no aptitude for anything else, and living paycheck to paycheck. So you don't want to end up 65 years old scrubbing concrete for some jackass that doesn't pay you enough. You will be working a lot. You'll be working 40 plus hours on the job site, either supervising stuff or directly building stuff, babysitting your workers, your clients, and then you're going to come home and you're going to organize all the receipts and you're going to do the book work and you're going to send out invoices and you're going to call people and try to collect bills. So you are going to work 70 hours a week. But I think you already know that. But I think you're prepared to do that. So let me tell you what I wasn't prepared for. If you choose to run a crew, first off, be aware that every single time that you are not on the job site, productivity will plummet down. So you need to be there babysitting the guys as often as possible, because you'll just literally hemorrhage money right into their pockets and nothing will get done. Another thing is, for every one good guy that you hire, you'll probably go through 9 guys that you got to fire or that quit. So when you find that good guy, pay him a lot of money, keep him around, because you're going to be firing a lot of guys. Another thing is, if you're not comfortable with the idea of firing people, this is not for you. Do not run a crew. Just consider being a paper contractor so you can just yell at the subcontractors rather than ruining your crew members' lives because you took away their paycheck. So if you're not comfortable with that, consider doing something else. Honestly, it's not fun. Everybody you do work for is going to want you to cut them a special deal, a discount price, or they're going to want you to throw in a bunch of extra work and they're not really going to be too excited about it when they get the bill for it. Your subcontractors will never show up on time and they're never going to want to finish all the job. They're going to leave the last 5 or 10%. You're going to have to chase them. You're going to spend a lot of time on the phone chasing these guys to get them to come back and finish what they started. Never pay them the full price until you're 100% sure that it's 100% done. You're going to have to develop the mentality that when I write up this contract, when I write up this agreement between me and the person I'm bidding this job for, what happens if they try to sue me? How can I write this up so that it specifies exactly what I will and will not do, so that when I get sued, I can actually win it in court? And that's not a fun mentality to develop. It's not fun to think about, okay, this guy might end up suing me. I might work my ass off to get this guy a nice solid product, and at the end of the day I might get sued for it, and I might lose that lawsuit if I don't write up the contract with all these specific details that I can't even think of. I'm not trying to discourage you from following your dream. I think you absolutely, if this is what you want to do, you should do it. You should follow it, you should fight for it, you should work for it as hard as you can. But I don't want you to end up like me and get blindsided by the reality of the situation, because I have all these expectations of how things are going to be, and then at the end of the day it's different. In summary, I think it's important to understand that you are not going to be the good guy. It doesn't matter how hard you try. You're going to be the bad guy in every single situation. You're going to be the guy who has to collect the bills from the homeowners. You're going to be the guy who tells the homeowners, no, you can't have that. That expectation is too high and that's not what we agreed on. You're going to be the bad guy treating the subcontractors like assholes, because realistically, they don't respond to anything nice. You have to be a dick to get them to come back and finish what they agreed to do. So don't come into this thinking that you're going to be a good guy. This is going to be, you're going to be the bad guy in almost every scenario, every single situation in contracting. That's just how it is. So if you're willing to do that, if you don't really mind being the bad guy and telling people how it is and exactly how things are going to be, and collecting bills and yelling at people, then you know, this is good. Do it. But if you're like me and you kind of just want to be the good guy and you want to build stuff and you want to create things and design things, then I don't know, maybe there's a different route for it. Maybe architecture is a better pick or something else, because this is not a career for people who want to be the good guy. This is a career for people who don't mind being a prick, because if you're not a prick in construction, you are never going to be successful at it. Sorry, it's the truth though. I hope this helps you out though. The next video I produce, I'll do something a little more lighthearted. It'll be a lighter topic. It won't be just telling you how you're going to be a prick and you got to learn to like it. But I'd rather give you the truth, the hard truth, than have you blindsided and disappointed with your career choice.